Wow. 4/12. The 12th of April. Hang on a minute. The next day. Still can't do the SpongeBob narrator. Whoa, it really did snow. Thank God the track field is still free of snow. They... Powdery snow began falling last night, just as we finished dinner, and I'd awoken into the world looking like this. I might not be Kyrie, but I understand her joy. Kyrie is so cute. Yes.
おはようございます。皆さん。今日は体育の予定でしたが、雪が積もりましたので。自由
Freedom.
とします。
But the track field is free of snow. I don't know who cleaned it up, but freedom? The surprises never stop around here. At least the other students seem thrilled.
ですが、敷地内からは出ないようにしてくださいね。
何しよっかな。ソリもいいし、スキーもいいし。
Are there any hills here? How would they be able to do either of them?
何言ってんだユネ。お前はレッドチームに決まってるからな。
The red team of what?
雪合戦のチームに決まってろ。
But there isn't enough snow for it. There is a thin layer. It is not caked in the track field is not caked in snow.
気分じゃないもん。相手チームの作戦を盗み聞くユネが必要なんだ。頼む。もうしょうがないな。
A snowball fight sounds like fun.
さて、俺はソリでも出してくるか。
Yeah, but what's a snowball? Answer me that one, Shu. How do you know what a snowball is?
私は雪だるまでも作ってようかな。
Is there enough snow for it? Everyone is suddenly free to spend their time in whatever way they want. The schoolyard is a bustle of activity, students from different grades mingling together. What should I do? Both snowball fights and skiing sound fun. I'm having trouble deciding what I want to do. Poke poke. Someone's poking me.
シュウ先輩、シュウ先輩。
As I ponder the possibilities, I suddenly hear Sakuya call my name.
こっち来てください。
I'm being taken away by Sakuya. Forget being able to choose who you want to spend your time with. Sakuya's already chosen for you. I dutifully follow behind her and find myself standing before a small domed structure. Is this an igloo?
はい。さあどうぞ。
Oh, okay. After her insistence, I step inside.
それじゃあ私も。よいしょっと。
Whoa. I'm not expecting... Why? What is... Hang on, I just got a fucking... Anyway, what'd you say, Sakuya? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my computer, over the game breaking. Uh-oh. Well, this time, instead of trying to replay her voice, let's, just skip it, alright? Let's hope that that's a one-time thing, and that's the only voice line that has glitched out or whatever. That doesn't exist in the game files, I guess. Oh, it's so warm in here. I never want to leave. This is probably my first time in an igloo. It's frosty outside, but toasty warm inside.
でもあったかいでしょう。ぬくぬく。
Yeah, surprisingly so. I can't believe you built this so quickly. Look, Saki, I never had that problem. Well, I guess it's only an all ages version problem. Every problem that you've never had is always because it's the 18 plus. It's because it's the all ages version.
昨日の夜からせっせと作って固めました。
And did I read that? Yeah, surprisingly so. I can't believe you built it. Yeah, I did. I'm impressed. You did it all by yourself.
キドウ先輩に少し手伝ってもらいました。
Well, she did need an escort. Sure. He is pretty talented. Considering his mastery of sculpture, I guess his skills extend to igloo building as well. What is he doing now?
今は向こうでゴーレムを作っています。
Of course. Sounds like a lot of work.
熱々の紅茶もありますので、どうぞです。
Sure. You've got everything in here. You've got everything in here.
雪が降った時の楽しみなんです。
Her bright smile makes her look younger than she is. She is younger than you by a year. What are you talking about? It catches me off guard since she's usually so straight-faced. How come you're not out there with everyone else?
運動はあまり得意でないので、私はこうやって落ち着いてる方が好きです。
So she knew that gym class was going to be cancelled because of the snow, so she decided with Guido to build an igloo in the middle of the night while it was still snowing. It's a peaceful way to pass the time. I can faintly hear yelling from the snowball fight outside, but the thick walls muffle the noise, making it sound far away.
雪合戦の方が良かったですか?
Not at all. I've never been in an igloo before. It's really warm in here, and the tea is yummy. Yeah, I've never been in an igloo either.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Up to think of it, this is the first I've had a chance to casually chat with this is the first I've had a chance to casually chat with Sakuya, just the two of us. So, yeah. She always tends to be with Yune or Kyrie. We sit there in easy silence, without a hint of awkwardness. It's almost as if time has stopped for us inside this tiny igloo. Inside that tiny igloo, right? I'm sure it's simply an illusion, but there's an air of familiarity as well. It doesn't help with the cozy feeling too. Don't come inside, okay.
この街は慣れましたか?
Sakuya breaks the silence. Mostly, though there's still lots I don't know.
シュウ先輩はまだ思い出せませんか?
No, I can still only remember bits and pieces. Although my perception of myself is rooted in being an outsider, without my memories I feel disjointed. I'm sure life would be easier if I could adapt to my environment more easily.
帰りたいって思いますか?
You will literally melt a tiny igloo. What? Not really. I give her another bluntly honest answer. I like my life here, and returning to where you came from doesn't always give the closure you yearn for.
ならずっとこの町で。
I mean, by the looks of this visual novel, I don't think he will get the chance to stay here forever, unless the realization that the world outside the ice wall is not destroyed isn't that big of a deal. Well, I hesitate. My desire to return to the outside world isn't entirely gone, just temporarily stifled.
こうやって。
Huh? He has a tight hold on my shirt. The distance between us shrinks.
ずっと一緒に過ごしたりはできませんか？
Bro. This... You cannot do this to me, okay? You... She looks up into my face, almost pleading. Her eyes, usually devoid of expression, glistens with tears so close to my own.
なんて。
Oh fuck. Not the psych, I expected that. I bumped my mic. And then it's gone.
冗談です。
Saki, your favorite now. She's getting there. She's immediately back to her old self, mumbling in her usual monotone. Still curious.
永遠に続くことなんてありませんから。
Yeah, still curious. There's a hint of sadness in her voice. It resonates with me in an odd way. What is this feeling? Is it because of the time we spent together? Or the weight of her words? Regardless, I can't ignore this surge of emotions I've never experienced before.
そろそろ出ましょう。生き埋めになっちゃいますよ。
I'm sure your igloo is built better than that. She makes a light-hearted quip as we leave, trying to dispel the sudden awkwardness between us. Huh?
ほう。ありゃ。
With an ominous thud, the igloo collapses. Nice.
やわな作りでしたね。
Is that a jab? Is that a jab at Giro? That was close. Thus, our snow gym class comes to an end. We all scatter to partake in our usual after-school activities. What should I do now? Wait, so after gym, there's nothing else. As usual, everyone is hard at work on their personal projects. With the arrival of Advent comes the countdown to Christmas and the Culture Festival. It's clear everyone is working hard to finish on time. I checked in on what Yune, Kirie, Sakuya, and Kotaha are working on already. A bit of time has passed since then, though maybe they won't mind another friendly visit. I wonder if Yune's around. See, and unlike this time, we don't get to choose who we go to first. Even if we did, the choice wouldn't have mattered. I head towards the chapel where Yune usually practices, but is currently being used by a group of teachers for a meeting, making it unsuitable for a rehearsal space. Maybe she's in here. The second atelier is crowded with students, almost standing on top of each other, each engrossed in their own pieces. It seems to be the place to be after school, but there's no sign of Yune. Oh lord, this scene, I am worried.
よ、どうしたシュウ？
Hey Yuji, don't, every time you say, oh lord, this scene, I'm... Never mind, okay. Looks like Yuji's here at least. I should check out what he's working on. You do printmaking, right?
ああ、先輩方に比べるとまだまだだけど、最近じゃそれなりになってると思うんだよな。
Doing something you can be proud of, it must be nice. From my amateur perspective, Yuji's piece is, of course, impressive. Granted, my amateur opinion is pretty worthless in this academy.
もしシュウが同伴かなんかに興味あったらいつでも手ほどきするぜ。
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
オッケー。じゃあ何しに来たんだ？
I was hoping Yune might be here.
ユネか。ユネは普段チャペルにいるけど、今日は外で見かけたな。
Why is she usually outside?
チャペルは他の人も使ってる時が多いからな。外で歌ってることも多いぜ。
She doesn't create tangible pieces of work. Her talent is singing, specifically a cappella. I'll check the courtyard.
またな。
There she is. Yeah, her specialty is a cappella because no one plays any fucking instruments in this school. I row the courtyard to see Yune practicing her music.
あ、シュウ。
She's all by herself, and I can tell how at ease she is by the sound of her voice. Am I bothering her? Sorry for barging in while you're practicing.
大丈夫。どうしたの？
Nothing like that. I thought I'd pay everyone a visit and see what they're up to. The annual culture festival is the time of year when the students can show off their best work. With everyone putting their all into their creations, it only emphasizes my extreme lack of talent. Their extreme lack of talent. Can't practice in the chapel today?
そうなの。それにリリー先生も忙しいみたいで。
That's why she's practicing by herself. I always imagined a cappella as being performed without instruments, so I guess it's not that weird.
よかったらシュウ、聞いてってよ。
You sure? I'm happy to give you space if you feel too uncomfortable.
いいの。本番はもっと大勢のお客さん来るから慣れとかないとね。
You know what? That's a good point. She takes her craft seriously. Even during practice. I'm sure it must be tough having to practice without musical accompaniment.
でも私のためにリリー先生も時間割いてくれてるからわがままは言えないや。
Yeah, the only instrument that is played is the organ by Sister Lily. Considering her art is performance based, it makes sense she'd want to replicate as much of it as possible during rehearsal. If only there was something I could do to help. Yeah, you can help by acting as an audience member. It's freezing. I was hesitating for a bit because I was trying to make the sound. All right. But it's not Christmas yet. Why are they playing Why are they playing in the background? What is this? It's the 4th. By the time I visited each of my friends, the sun has already sunk. The sun was hidden behind the clouds or the entire time. With classes ending before noon, the afternoon always seems to stretch out endlessly, and yet the time always flies by. I'm running out of time to figure out what I want to do. There's only 20 days left until the culture festival. I have to figure out what I'm actually good at, and quickly. Well, I am not good at reading. That evening.
今日のメニューをと。お、ロールキャベツか。あ、やったー。ポテトサラダだ。
Cafeteria provides all the students with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Although we can't choose what's offered, everything is prepared for us, making it similar to the school lunches I'm used to.
先輩のロールキャベツ一つでいいんでください。
No way. I only have one.
いただきます。そういえば今まで気にしなかったけど、シュウ君にとってここの食事は大丈夫？
Oh, yeah. Everything's delicious. No problems.
そっか。外じゃもしかしたら全然違うもん食ってたかもしれないしな。
Like what? It might be a little different, but this cabbage roll looks like something I'm used to. Pretty normal. I stuffed the entire roll into my mouth, and the taste I was expecting instantly fills my mouth. Don't stop.
どうですか？
Very good, but I feel like there's something missing. It's perfectly palatable as a cabbage roll, with just a hint of sweetness from the cabbage. But a part of me feels as if the taste is just slightly different from what I'm used to.
単純に味付けの違い？
I mean, that would make sense. Maybe. It looks the same as how I remember, but it's missing the pasta.
パスタ？
外じゃロールキャベツにパスタ入れんのか？想像もつかねえけど。
It's weird. I call it pasta, but it's only a couple noodles. Actually, wait. Okay, look. What the commas are a bit are weird sometimes. Yeah. I call it pasta, but it's only a couple noodles actually, and they're used to tie rolls together.
へえ、なんか私たちの知ってるのとちょっと違うんだね。
I think you figured that part out.
シュウ先輩にとってはそれが思い出の味なのでしょうか。
Pretty much. I always feel warm and cozy after eating them. It's the type of food that invokes memories of home-cooked meals. Yeah, but you don't have those memories, do you, because you have amnesia? So, how did you know that the cabbage roll that you just ate tasted different from how you normally have cabbage rolls? So far, I've been relying on spoken words to trigger my forgotten memories, but maybe eating this roll will help in some way, Well, it already helped, apparently, considering that you figured out that in the outside world, the way you eat cabbage rolls is different from in here.
外じゃもしかしたらもっととんでもないものをロールしているのかもしれん。
例えば
キャベツの芯とか。
No. Isn't that what we usually eat? The fine line between common sense and lack thereof. I'll have to pay closer attention to the food I eat here. The 12th of May. I mean, the 5th of December.
クルッククルック。ただいま12月5日水曜日7時31分。
That was a good sleep. Yeah, I got a real yawn in again. I feel as if my sleep's improved since I arrived here. Well, my sleep definitely hasn't. Or at least, it's far better than I remember. Maybe it's something in the air. I pulled back the curtain to get a whiff of fresh air. A flashy golden ladder drops into view. The ladder's been there the entire time. There goes my peaceful morning. What if I just lifted this over the railing? I guess this means Kirie is awake already. I open my window and glance upwards. I know the ladder reaches Kirie's room.
おーいシュ起きたか。
That's her voice.
悪いんだけど私の部屋からハンドクリーム取ってきてくれ。
What? Your room? Where are you? It sounds like she's somewhere above me.
私の部屋だよシュウくん。聞こ
I
えるかな。
I should have realized. Kotoha? Kirie did mention that she has a second ladder that reached Kotoha's room. Alright, give me a second. I have to get to Kirie's room for her hand lotion. This is kind of terrifying. I can't help but feel like a common criminal as I scale the ladder from the 3rd floor to the 4th. Finally.
Thank you な。そこに置いといてくれ。
3 CGs. Interesting, considering that last VOD didn't have any CGs, except for a flashback VOD, flashback CG. Sure. And then meanwhile, in Love Sweet Garnish, after 3 fucking hours, CL didn't have any CGs. Fucking... I arrived to find Kirie brushing Kotoha's hair.
いらっしゃいシュウくん。散らかっててすまないね。
It looks fine to me. Besides, I'm the one barging in uninvited.
ことね、もうちょっとこっち傾けて。
Also, Kotoha's got white streaks of hair. Well, actually, Kirie's got it too. I thought it was just the lighting thing, right? But you can see there is a clear hair that is just white. That isn't due to lighting. I'd never expected this kind of development, and yet the two of them look so perfect together. Do you two always do this?
ことねは朝弱いからな。私が起こさにゃどうにもならん。
They're getting old. Hang on, I heard.
琴姉は朝弱いからな。私が起こさにゃどうにもならん。
Okay, hang on. I need a. No, not.
琴姉、もうちょっとこっち傾けて。
She says Kotone.
いつも感謝してるよ、キリエ。
Also, Yeah, okay. It's fine. That's fine then.
寝るな、こら。
Unless I skip past more than just. Hang on. Yeah, okay. No. It seems as if Kyrie is unbothered by the supposedly daily chore of climbing up to Kyrie's room. Climbing up to Kotaha's room and brushing her hair. It seems like a normal morning affair for the two of them. A perfectly innocent snapshot of time. Look like sisters.
琴姉だからね。普通、姉が世話を焼いてくれるもんじゃねえかな。
Yeah. So the text is meant to be koto, right? Because they don't have honorifics here because the translators actually, realize that having honorifics in an English text is weird. But they still say they accidentally put kotoha instead. But then again, they just said that they also just said Kyrie is unbothered by the daily chore of climbing up to Kyrie's room. So like, there may not be any honorifics, but there also aren't any proofreaders. I can't help but chuckle seeing their roles reversed from how they usually act during the day. Makes sense why Kotaha always seems to trust Kyrie so much.
シュウはいつも逆立ちして寝てるんだろ?
What? I'm not some sort of human jack-in-the-box.
たまにシュウの部屋から目覚まし聞こえるけど、いつも7時半くらいに起きてるよな。
How do you hear his alarm clock? It is so quiet. That's right. You really are a morning person.
別に普通だと思うけどな。7時になったら勝手に起きるだろ? それはキリエだけだよ。
Like, my alarm clock's so fucking loud, I swear I'm gonna go deaf listening to it. Bro, my alarm clock scares me awake. Kyrie is her usual self, but Kotaha seems far calmer and more laid back than usual. I guess that means Kotaha feels safe enough around Kyrie to let her guard down.
昨日はよく眠れた? シュウ君。
Oh, yeah. I had a great night's sleep, unlike me, as always.
それはよかった。風邪もひいていないようだし。
I suddenly remember something awful. What do you mean? I'd completely forgotten about getting... My brother in Christ, what? I'd completely forgotten about getting stripped naked yesterday. So, the scene that you were talking about, they skipped over it because, well, I don't think they would be able to. They would have been able to implement it into the all ages version without essentially just blacking out the screen entirely. Right? That's why.
デッサンの協力よろしくね。
That's why they used that CG and not what would have actually been the CG. Right? Because I've seen the actual CG when I have to look for the thumbnails. When I had to look for the thumbnails for the game, right? I meant for the CGs in the game for my thumbnails. Jesus Christ, I've said thumbnails too many times. I've obviously seen the CG that was meant to be there.
Nanda, そんなことしてたのか。
たまにね。
Yeah, sometimes. She has a way of talking me into things. Just like Kyrie has a way of talking you into things. But I'll look extra suspicious if I turn her down in front of Kyrie. I hate that soft smile of hers. As if she can see right through me.
そういやよ、ことね。昨日の聞いた？
ああ、聞いたよ。クレープ屋さんのトッピングが無料だってね。
ありゃ行くっきゃねえよ。
Noticing my puzzled look, Kotha casually pulls me into their conversation.
ごめんごめん。シュウ君には何の話かわからないよね。
Yeah, what's a crepe? Oh,
昨日のラジオだよ。聞いてねえのか？
radio? You have those here? Yet another surprise. They don't have televisions, but they have radios. I assumed electronics simply didn't exist here. This only deepens the town's mystique.
毎週火曜日の10時からオーロラナイトという番組をやっていて、私とキリエはいつも聞いてるんだ。
Layla? Who? Oh, sounds neat.
私たちがなんてもんじゃないからな。オーロラナイトは多分ほとんどの生徒が聞いてると思うぜ。
It's a popular broadcast, huh?
オーロラナイトは番組の中で毎週一つのお店を紹介してくれるんだけど、
紹介された店でオーロラナイトを聞いたって言えば割引してくれたりすんだ。
Radio. Oh, right. Yeah, she's seventh best. Makes sense. That explains why she mentioned the free crepe toppings.
普通にラジオとしても面白いからシュウもリスナーになろうぜ。
Every Tuesday night, huh? So next week. Oh, but I don't have a radio in my room.
先生に言えばもらえるよ。後で私が手配しておくね。
They just hand them out?
小さいやつだけどね。
I'm just grateful it doesn't cost money. As that thought crosses my mind, Kyrie puts the comb aside, having finally finished.
終わりな。ハンドクリーム塗るから手出して。
ありがとう。
She sleepily extends her hands, and Kyrie dutifully applies cream to her skin. Thus, she even moisturizes her skin. Their friendship is really heartwarming.
ついでに爪も切ってほしい。
甘えんな。自分でやれ。
はーい。
Yeah, moisturize your own skin as well. It's hard to tell who's the older sister here. Leaving Kotoha appears so much younger than usual.
よし。じゃあ週の用意終わったら食堂行こうぜ。
Sure. Part of me feels proud they let me see their secret side to their friendship. Yeah. Usually this is something you'd see only in, like, the route, right? Or either Kirie's or Kotoha's route, not the common route. Wednesday, December 5th. For some reason, we're in an actual classroom instead of the atelier.
キリエさん、映写機の準備はできましたか？
バッチリだ。
今日は映像の授業ですので、皆さんで映画を鑑賞し、演出や技法を学びましょう。
Finally, film class. I've got experience with film class. Not with film, but, you know, I didn't realize we had a class like this.
映像は水曜日に2時間だね。キリエはいつも楽しみにしてるけど。
What was first period? Of course. It seemed more fun than messing with paintbrushes. This school seems to be made of people who hate studying. Aside from the higher than average artistic expertise, the school is set apart from others by its lack of proper classroom settings. What movie are we watching today?
3days。主が卓形に処されてから復活するまでの3日間を描いた作品のようです。
Of course you are. Sure. Not like movies are supposed to be entertaining or anything.
では、電気を消してください。
With that, the film starts. Oh,
いかがでしたでしょうか？
oh, the movie's over. There was the movie. That was a great movie. I loved every moment of it. You know, the part where he died, and then my favorite part was when he came back alive. That was a twist I never expected. The movie is over. I feel I'm in no position to judge a film's merit, but I definitely dozed off for a minute there.
全編白黒なんですね。
10年ほど前に撮られたものと聞いています。演者も監督もこの学校の卒業生ですよ。
Is that so? Now I understand why the background seemed so familiar. It was filmed here.
同じ映画監督としてキリエさん、どう思われましたか？
Here is gonna be like, there wasn't enough explosions.
爆発シーンがなくて地味だと思いました。
What did I tell you? I know Kyrie.
爆発の必要があったとは思えませんが。
Is that really all she has to say?
似たようなアングルが多かったかなと思いました。
そうですね。距離も角度も同じようなシーンが連続して変わり映えのない場面がありましたね。
I see. So they took shortcuts is what you're telling me. Class seems to be about analyzing film technique. It gives non-experts like myself an opportunity to learn about film as an art form. Oh. The story seemed pretty dry to me.
それは確かにそうですが、映画といっても必ず盛り上がりを必要とするわけではありませんからね。
You sure about that? Isn't that the entire point of a movie?
一つの映像作品として見て、テーマは十分に表現できていたかと思います。
Well, yeah, but there's no point in having having a theme to the movie if you fall asleep halfway through it and miss the entire point of it. Without a theater in town, there's no basis for viewing movies as merely a form of entertainment. I feel as if I'm the only one here who holds that opinion on film, while everyone else simply sees it as another art form. Except Kyrie, who sees it as a good movie has explosions and a bad movie doesn't.
爆発があれば盛り上がるのにな。
You're right. But it wouldn't be a good movie if it had explosions either.
そんな安直なものじゃないでしょう。
That reminds me of Guido's infamous film. This film sounded so different from what I'm used to, that it changed my entire perception of what films can be. What are you used to? The only films you watched are Curie's and that one. You shouldn't be... What movies do you remember from before you lost your memories? With that said, does Kyrie have any sort of theme of for her films? Yeah. If they don't have explosions in them, they ain't her film. Considering her almost obsessive interest in explosions, I'd really love to know. Whew. Finally, school's over for the day. It's the time of the day when everyone delves into their personal projects, and for me to decide what to do. I could wander around and see what everyone's working on, or... I know Kyrie still wants me to help her out. Or I can shoot my own content with my own camera. I wander over to the chapel to check on Yune, who's hard at work practicing her a cappella performance. When I arrive, there she is. It's weird having to voice the main character again after playing my Tetsu for 2 weeks. I see Yune standing by the altar singing a hymn. I got scared, so I made myself hot chocolate. Well, damn. Her voice really is breathtaking. I stand in the entrance about 20 meters away, and yet her voice rings out clearly. I know she's not projecting her voice, and that it has everything to do with the perfect acoustics in the chapel.
Shoo, yahoo!
Nice job. Sorry for always barging in.
だから気にしないでいいって。観客がいた方がありがたいんだから。
I think the volume is right. I think the volume's good. For some reason, I really wanted to hear your voice.
本当？嬉しいよ。
I just watched a YouTube video on it, so it wasn't as scary. It's a good strat. I mean, it didn't have jump scares, so, you know, it's the truth. Some of the hymns she sings I know, and some I don't, but regardless, hearing her sing always soothes me. It's almost as if her voice has the power to heal. Sister Lily's not here today?
うん。最近はやっぱり文化祭が近くて忙しいみたい。
It was more unsettling, even more so watching Ando do it for some reason. But I wasn't unsettled. I was cracking jokes the whole time. That's a shame. She sings a cappella with musical accompaniment, which Sister Lily provides. Without her organist, her performance ends up being more like the acapella I'm used to. I'm sensitive to horror. Yeah, but that's why I was making jokes.
でも本番は来てくれるって言うし、伴奏なくても歌はできるから。
Whatever she says, it'd be helpful to practice using the same setup as the actual performance. If only there was something I could do. Maybe I can sub in for her.
Huh?
Well, how? You don't know how to play a piano. I'm sure students aren't usually allowed to play the organ, but maybe if I got permission.
やるって、もしかして伴奏のこと？
But where's the trains? My brother in Christ. If you want trains, I've got the VOD channel. I have like 10 VODs of my Tets. Well, 9, I guess, because one of them was essentially combined into one. Yeah, exactly. I thought it seemed like a pretty normal thing to suggest, but, you know, he's looking at me like I grew a second hand. Ed.
無茶だよ。あれすっごい難しいらしいし。
Play the organ? The melodies are all fairly simple, and from watching Sister Lily before, it doesn't sound that hard.
っていうかそもそもシュウはオルガンが弾けるの？
It's because you play through these games slower than a turtle. It's because these games are slower than a turtle. I don't know what you expected. It's a visual novel. I can play the piano. I'm sure it's close enough. I didn't know he could play the piano. I thought the amnesia would have removed his ability to... I thought his amnesia would have removed his ability to realize he could play the piano. I don't think it's that weird. While I haven't touched a piano since I awoke in this town, I have a hunch I still remember enough for a few short songs. Interesting.
オルガンが弾ける生徒なんていたんだ。
On an expert level, perhaps this is yet another unexpected example of a cultural gap. Now that I think about it, you're the only one I know who specializes in music. Is there really no one else?
いないよ。私だってもう超マイナーだし、楽器なんて。
Wow. Music is the most popular art form in the outside world. From what I gather, music isn't very popular around here, existing only as a major. Yeah, I know why it isn't, considering that music is a easier form of art to get into, I guess. Are they gonna make a band? I mean, no, I don't think they are. It doesn't seem commonly accepted as a field of study either, for some reason. Is it because it's too easy? I guess there aren't any music classes, huh?
私も歌うのは好きだけど、勉強にはならないもん、普通。
Yeah, that sounds dumb. If this was American, they would have made a band. That's how it always is, isn't it? It seems like the townspeople aren't well versed in the intricacies of making music. That explains why only Sister Lily knows how to play the organ. I'm not sure if I'm as good as Sister Lily, but it's far better than practicing without any accompaniment at all. Yune's eyes are sparkling with something I can only interpret as joy. Sound good?
大歓
Her excitement is not only apparent, but infectious.
迎でも本当にいいの？クリスマスまで付き合ってもらうことになるけど。
It's not a problem. It's not like I have anything else to work on anyway. I was told I could show whatever photos I took, but there's a chance I might not have any have any by the deadline. Isn't it kind of late for a Christmas story or early? Well, here's the thing, right? This was meant to release on Christmas, but it was delayed until like last month, right? 2 months ago, I guess. It released in April. Yeah. So that's when I got the game and then started playing it. And then because I finished Nekopara, I started playing My Tetsu, and then for 2 weeks Dexter wanted me to play My Tetsu, so yeah. If need be, I can always take some photos on the day.
キリエの映画だって
I'll help her another time. Besides, I promised I'd let you know when I was free.
そうだっけ
I am. Is there anything I can help you with? Like chores or maybe some heavy lifting?
私個人で手伝ってほしいことは確かにあって、それはもしシュウが暇になったら声かけさせてもらおうかな。
I'd assumed at the time the issue wasn't production related and not a shortage. It was production related and not a shortage of hands.
覚えてないや。でもありがとう。
I guess she completely forgot about saving my life when we first met. You literally saved my life, Yune. If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
オーバーだって。助けてくれるのは本当に嬉しいけど。
I guess Yune and I have formed some sort of alliance. I can help Yune with her chapel rehearsal by manning the organ. I'm happy I've finally found a way to be of use to someone in this town. That night, an unexpected visitor shows up at my door.
お邪魔します。
She is the youngest, by the way. Sakuya, what's up?
シュウ先輩の部屋に行けというお告げが来ました。
It's way past curfew. Wait, what? What do you want? What do you have there? Wait, what did she say? I'm here with a purpose. Okay.
枕カバーです。
Oh. I know it was the most boring request ever, but I had no reason... Wait, I had no idea what store even sells them.
店長の店に置いてあります。言わないと出てきませんけど。
With that, she hands me the pillowcase. She made just for me.
そういえば、シュウ先輩がここに来て今日で1週間ですね。
The days sure fly by, huh? With a constant barrage of new experiences, it's easy to lose track of time.
私はむしろまだそれしか経ってないんだって思います。
Oh yeah?
はい。もうずっと一緒にいたような。
Sakuya's gaze seems distant and unfocused. To be fair, I've come to trust Sakuya and everyone else so much in such a short time.
それじゃあ、おやすみなさい。
Yep. Hey, wait a minute.
なんでしょう。
You should be sleeping in your room.
このベッドがいいです。
Excuse me? It's hard for me to hold my pervy thoughts back when she randomly comes out with such suggestive comments. No, denied. I wouldn't even let Kirie do that.
キリエ先輩はよく部屋に招くんですか？
I mean, do you see the ladder behind you? She literally forces herself into his room, like, every night. Well, you see, it's less of an invitation and more like an invasion. It just so happens that Kyrie lives in the room above his. Is she angry?
女の子、都会引っかい。
Hold on. There's clearly some misunderstanding. Look, see? She climbs down here using that ladder.
はしご？
Saki appears out my window and then...
うるさいですね、上の人。
Yeah, very. That's for sure. Just when I think she finally gets it.
ずるいです。
Oh. Huh? She doesn't get it at all.
私も、私とシュウ先輩の部屋をつなぐ秘密の経路が欲しいです。
Excuse me? I'm not sure if it's really a good idea to be breaking curfew.
そうなのです。門限を過ぎているので、私はここから出られません。おやすみなさい。
She's freaky. Yeah, she's a first year too. And with that, she flops onto my bed. But if you're here, then I can't sleep.
一緒に寝ましょう。ね。
Bro. She's doing it again. I somehow managed to pacify the childishly sulking Sakuya and herd her back to her own room. It is wild he used the verb herd when referring to a human. Ah, shit. I mean poo.
どうした便秘か
Poop.
悩みがあるならお姉さんに相談しなさい。
Excuse me? It's just the stupid landscape painting, but every canvas here is portrait.
失敗したのか？
No, I finished splendidly even.
ならいいじゃん。
I finished, but compared to everyone else's work, it's shit. It's trash. It's only good when compared to itself, when compared to his previous works of art, which is, none. The realization that I've done the best I could, and it's still not even close to being good, even enough weighs heavily on me. Thanks for the hydrate. I wonder how much longer it will take me to catch up with to everyone else. I thought there was a reason why you said that. There was a reason. I changed the blankie to be Christmas themed in the stretch.
これか。確かによく描けてると思うぜ。先週に比べたら見違えた。
んだな。これ森の付近だろ
Yeah. Absolutely no one here at the school will put down my art. I'm sure they're taking my late start into the world of fine arts into account, but ignoring that, they seem to admire my work ethic. While I'm grateful, there's a part of me that wishes they'd tease me a bit more. Look, I know I'm not talented, so do your worst. Tell me what you really think.
でもな、シュウが頑張ってるのは知ってるし。
Yuji caught me secretly sketching over the weekend. But instead of making fun of me, he gave me a few pointers. I need more than a helping hand here. Come on, give me everything you've got. Make it rain with venom.
シュウがおかしくなっちまった。
Listen, there's a reason there's a literal subreddit just for people to post pictures of themselves to get roasted on the internet. Okay?
幼児、シュウがああ言ってるんだ。遠慮なしにやってやろう。
でも
Okay, Kyrie, what are you gonna say? Come here, Kyrie. Oh, wait, what? I think that's what it means. That's how it's pronounced. I don't know. I'm well aware of the lengths folks here will go to treat me with kindness and compassion. Now I want to witness the true depths of their cruelty.
この下手くそ、線はガタガタ、パースはめちゃくちゃ。
Oof. Ouch. But it's all completely correct.
ただまあ、マジなこと言うとな。
You know what? Maybe Kyrie shouldn't have been the one to insult Shu, considering Dex is getting off to it. Yeah.
他の誰かがしてることをできるようになっても、それは大した進歩じゃないんだぜ。シュウにはもっと違う武器があるだろ。
I mean, it definitely doesn't lie in photography, considering he hasn't taken any pictures of anything. Huh?
そうだな。俺たちだって口には出さないけど、シュウのこと羨ましいって思ってるんだぜ。
For what? Being from the outside world? Of me?
シュウは絶対私らにない視点を持ってるからな。それは私らが技術を磨いても手に入らねえもんだ。
Oh, that actually was the reason.
俺たちが当たり前のように見ている光景もシュウの目にはどこかずれたように映るのかもしれない。シュウの見る街を俺は見たいんだ。
Kyoto's words from the other day spring to mind. They aren't just trying to make me feel better. It's an expression of how they truly feel.
だから絵の技術が追いつかないくらい気にすんなよ。外じゃどうだったか知らねえけど、尖った一芸に勝る平凡なんかないんだからよ。
Yuji, you're a good guy. All I wanted was abuse heaped on me, and instead I get more kind words of encouragement. Jesus, this guy sounds like a masochist. Give me an insult. I don't want to. He's so good that I feel lousy in comparison. Both of you, thank you. I'll keep trying my best, the only way I know how.
ご愁傷様だ、シュウ。
Oh, wait, hang on. I'll keep trying my best the only way I know how. Oh god. Oh, I don't got a good feeling about this. I was talking about my photograph. I think he's saying photography, but like photographer. Yeah, something like that.
主演決定だ。シュウにしかできないこと山のようにある。
Oh no. What?
先輩方、帰りましょう。
Oh, Sakuya, wait for me.
食い逃げだ。おえ。
He hasn't died. He's just dashing.
食い逃げではないだろう。
Although I appreciate Yuji and Kyrie accepting me for who I am, I have no desire to get into the acting biz, and so I use Sakuya as a convenient means of escape.